I wanted to tell a story about opportunity and just how one thing leads to another, leads to another. I was in Uganda. I'm currently in Zambia, but I was in Uganda doing the same thing as I'm doing now, which is filming a documentary about the importance of relationships.
Community and relationships is what makes life worth living, to be honest.
And just like you don't know how much you need love until you get it, I don't think we know how much we need people until we connect.
Share that connection with others.
I'm still filming that, but I was just at church one day in Uganda, and I took an opportunity to talk to someone at church. You know, just take a moment to chat with somebody at church. I don't always take those opportunities. I try to push myself, but I get afraid just like everybody else. But this day I decided I'm gonna chat with this guy over here. He started telling me that he's a musician. He's a Christian musician. He tells me he has a song that he wrote. So I said, hey, let me hear the song. So he pulls it out of his phone and he plays it. Listen to the song, and I liked the song. I thought it was just a really nice sounding song. And I mean, I don't speak Luganda, the language of Uganda, so I didn't understand it, but it was just a nice sounding song. And I said to him, because I just thought he just seemed very sincere, and I know the struggles of musicians and all artists like myself. So I said to him, if you want me to try to make a music video of this song, I could try, you know. I've never done a music video, but what harm could be done? And I figure I'll just take some shots and, you know, see what happens, and that would really bless him, because I do have a very nice camera, and it's not something that everybody's gonna be able to have. So he was very excited about this. He took the opportunity and he went around and he got all kinds of people involved to help. And he even found somebody who was his cousin's friend who did music videos. And he got the whole church and different people involved, so it became this big thing just that came out of just a conversation and an offer. Both of which could have not happened if I just decided, well, maybe I don't want to talk to him, or maybe I don't want to make a music video.
Action! Nobusung action jangu. Tambula. Cut. Be cut.
I'm sorry.
It is true. Max.
Yeah, it's rolling.
Kanyimuse emikono kusize byonna byenetaga obisinga. Kanyimuse emikono kusize ili mu musalaba. Wanite mikono.
So after this music video recording day was done, this guy comes up to me and he says, "Did you want to do another music video?" Because he had already set up another music video. And I said to him, "You know, I'm really just kind of doing this for a friend, just to help him out, and I'm really doing things that are Christian or helping society in some way. I don't really want to do any song. I don't really want to go and do just a random, just a fun song. I wasn't really feeling that for doing that." But so this guy, he says to me, "Well, actually, this is a social justice type of song." And I said, "Oh, really?" And I didn't get the gist of it, but he just told me it was about some people who were attacked in their houses, or some people's houses were attacked.
This place is called Lusanja. It is found this side of Mperelwe. So this place, as you're watching it, those houses were crushed down by people, unknown people. They came, it was by 5 a.m. By 5 they came, they crushed people's houses down. Some were still asleep, others were out going for work. So those houses were crushed by unknown guys, but they were protected by a police. So you can just imagine, they had a police protection. No words.
Okay, and guarded by a police of Uganda, Army, UPDF, guarded by other security guards. It's really not fair.
They are living in tents. They have nowhere to sleep. Some are just living from other neighbors' houses. So that's the life they are going through. These people, for sure, they need some help from you. If you're there and you can do you can help somehow or anyhow, please, you come.
Where people's houses were knocked down by strangers with assistance from the police. These people came during the night. It was around 5:30 to 6, and they knocked down everybody's house.
My house, 6-roomed house, was destroyed last year, 2018, 12th October. Very early in the morning at around 5:30, we saw soldiers dressed in army uniform. They came and surrounded our village with the machetes. Young boys who were not dressed in army uniform, carrying sticks, big heavy sticks. They came around. People were carrying hammers. They came very early in the morning. Gunshots, tear gas, all over the whole place was dressed with tear gas, full of fear. We all ran away and all our houses were destroyed and all our property was taken away. Right now we live in tents. This is the tent where I live in right now because I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to help, nobody to help me. I have a problem, a health problem. It is rainy season, it is very cold, and this is the life I'm living right now. And my other friends, the whole village was destroyed. As you can see, we have no toilets, All the toilets were destroyed, and the manholes remained open. That's why some time back we had 2 children who fell in the holes and they died because of this issue of eviction.
My name is Barhi George. I'm one of the residents of Lusanja, the one of who were affected by the demolition of the houses. I'm the father of Musimenta, who perished. And I think these children, they came like this, then they passed there. So the other one was the first to fall there. So it seems this boy, this Musimenta, was trying to move to help the other one, the first one to fall there. Because we got Musimenta on top of the other one. The other one was the first to go, then this Musimenta was on top of him. And we got them when it was coming to 7, because we started searching about around this place looking for these children. Now one of the people told me that let's go and take around this the toilet which was here. We got the slippers on the top of water. Slippers are for cement. That's when we saw the hand coming up.
Yeah, this.
A gentleman, a ruthless man, a man by the names of Kichoncho. He claimed he had paid us, which was not true. He just came, and this man just came recently. He found us here. We had already built our houses. We were already living in our houses. He claimed to have bought this place, and he claims to have paid us, which is not true right now. And up to now, that's why we are with him in court, expecting fairness from justice, from the justice of Uganda.
It pains me when a stupid man or a rude man, Kichoncho, come try to go to the media and say that I've already paid them. No, we are not a mad person that when somebody pays you and you insist there. Why are we insisting here? There is a time, the time was came, and we tried to go to him of fear. And we say, if you like here, this place, we are ready to leave it for you, so long as you pay for us.
This so-called man, Kichoncho, who destroyed us, just came recently. He came recently and he found us here. If he is the new landlord, he should have he should have come to find out whether we could buy or pay if he's the true landlord. But initially, he is not the person who sold us here. Some other people sold us this place. He's not the one who sold us this place. And he did not even warn us. We were not told, because this was a court issue. We were not warned. We were not summoned about the court order.
But can you imagine which kind of judge just air out the order that you can't demolish the people, and yet he didn't follow the constitution or the law? Is that really a judge?
And after all, the court order had names of people who were supposed to be demolished, not the whole village.
It was there.
Which one?
That guy who we have interviewed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was his house.
Oh, so he didn't originally live here.
What?
He didn't originally live there.
Yeah.
This was his house.
Now people are reconstructing again, there is indicator showing that there was intent, and now they are just reconstructing it again. So that is the situation. Trying to return the picture of the residences in this area, but we are really annoyed because we are suffered of only one person, and within the constitution, which is very clear that when you demolish a house, a government or a judge should go on the ground and see what exactly on the ground. If it's more than 15 houses, there is no permission to demolish it. But here was hundreds of houses. We are not really okay. And to initiate what we have commanded by a Speaker of the Parliament, because Speaker have recommended the government to pay for us, to build for us the houses, because the government was the one who behind that man. Now, if you white men, you can have any assistance to us, because we in Africans, we know that these white people, they are the controller of the world. So we really kneel down. We really kneel down for you. Help us in all ways possible. If it needs to help us politically, or to help us materially, we are kneeling down for the assistance, and you have. Thank you. I'm Zilonda Shaban, a resident of Lusanja.
I was pretty shocked to find myself in this situation, to be in a kind of a disaster zone, and to then find such heavy stuff to encounter. When I arrived, however, I was actually pretty scared or concerned because there was a lot of people who looked like American gang members just kind of around. I looked around and I thought, oh gee, are we gonna get robbed here? Because we're not far from the city, but in a rural kind of setting, and there's some pretty heavy looking guys that really looked like American gang members. So I was concerned, and I thought, I just hope that we can find our musician and get this thing started, and that everything's going to be okay.
I'm called Razo. They are coming early in the morning. They are demolish our houses. I'm feeling sad because of that. They demolish our houses, everything. That's why I sing this song. I sit down and compose this song. It's called Mazigage Lusanja, Tears of Lusanja.
Okay, yeah.
naye ekikyokyo kyewalina okukola kyekyo tokolanga kusalawo ng'otaddemu etusa akuumibwa poliisi yateekawo foosi tiya gaasi nga gwe mukka gwe tussa akuumibwa poliisi eyateekawo foosi era ebintu by'abatuuze kubanga byennyamiza byesitaza omuntu omu bw'ati okusenda amayumba agali ku kyalo ekiramba nga kooti y'emusemba
Ye musembo okusenda koti ye musembo okusenda amayumba agali ku kyalo Uganda.
Near the city. It's near it's a city suburb. It's so painful to live a life of a non-citizen when I'm a citizen of Uganda.
Ezaako ku kadodi oba security guard fikayo ebisobola ndaba olina boodi olimponga byoya teweefuula loodi kugobamu emizimu mu linnya lya Yesu toddamu kulaba.
Last I checked, all of the people were evicted. So the court ruled that the true owner of the land was in fact this man, according to the court. But the problem was that they had bought the land from someone who in fact did not own the land. And this was the problem. And then this other man, Kachancho, according to the court, was the owner of the land. But I would say that it seems to me that they were evicted still in a heartless manner. They weren't given notice according to them. This is a problem in Uganda. I noticed it because everywhere you go in Uganda, you'll find buildings and properties that say, this property, this building is not for sale. And the reason you'll see that spray painted across even functioning businesses will sometimes have that. The reason is because people will sell fake land. They will say that they're the owner, and I guess it's very common there because you see this thing that says, this is not for sale all over the place. So I think this entire village really fell under one man who claimed to have owned the place, and he didn't. So that's what the court's saying at the moment. So it's pretty sad. Either way, look what's happened to all these people, and they've started their families and their homes, and found out that it was all a sham, and they even have to knock down their own homes. They have to vacate their own homes, and I believe the court said that they had to knock them down as well. They had to be out in 30 days. So I was surprised to be really in that situation, and I was didn't expect to be. Then, as you see, all of a sudden I shot a documentary about this. I wasn't expecting that. I thought, okay, just a music video, and so 2 music videos, 1 documentary, and very interesting experience. And it all came from what? From one handshake, from one discussion that easily I could have just swerved around, or we could have missed each other in the crowd, or you know, he could have dodged me. He could have just not told me about his music. He could have been not bold enough to share that, or he could have been shy that day, and none of this would have happened. So opportunity and social opportunity. Social opportunity will take you to different places, and you just don't know what will happen. But doing nothing, not talking to anybody, nothing's gonna happen.
Bosi jangu tugenda.
Babasanze mutende.